Hello folks, back in the train room again, so I thought I'd do a little clip. Got the Emmet layout working again. It's done a couple of circuits now and it's not come off, so I thought, right, here we go, let's do a clip. So the witch is flying there in time for Halloween, and I've been in touch with Clive at Heathcote Electricals and told him that I'd like a skeleton. The skeleton's just in there, and he's come up with the idea of, well, you'll see in a moment, and then I'll show you how it works. As the train comes past, I've got an infrared detector, and you'll see the eyes flash. And there we go. Probably not great because I've got the lights on, but yeah, the kids that have been around, I showed them it the other day, and they thought that was great fun. Clive's really got so many ideas. I know I keep going on about it, but yeah, fantastic guy. I only got to pick the phone up and he just gives me another idea, and it's so simple. And what I really like about it is he's obviously realised I'm a wiring novice, and he sends me these plans, which if I just go down, I mean, where else could you get this? Look, he's actually showing me a wiring diagram. Now, I suppose to a lot of you guys, you know, this is all really simple. I mean, you don't get me wrong, you get all the technical technical instructions as well. A lot of what I really don't understand. So he does me a idiot's guide. But I've got it now. The infrared detectors, it comes again, you can get back there time. It's just gone past it. And we're making, in this instance, we're making, I'll say, the skeleton's eyes flicker. Now, I've hidden it over here, and I'm just going to pull that away so you can see. There it is. Now, you can mount these in the baseboard, so it picks up obviously as the train goes past, or just mount them on the side. Now, I am going to mount this in the baseboard, but just for this, I thought I'll just put it on there with a bit of blue tack, just to show you, what it can do. And yeah, I've got it now. It's a switch, an automatic switch, I suppose. That's the easiest way for me to think about it. And yeah, Clive's got loads and loads of ideas as to what can be operated with it. The signal is coming into view now. That can be operated with it. I'm coming around to this section now, because you'll probably remember I took the pier out and I've created a bit of a harbour scene. I was born and raised in a little, well, not so much little, a town in North Wales, Porthmadog, or Porthuguese, just behind there, and love the sound of the seagulls, and I love the sound of the wires clanging against the masts. Yeah, really fond memories of that. So I've created that little scene there. Fishing boats come in. Okay, I'm using tin figures. I'm not going to be using those. I'm going to go to Small Boat Studios and get some of their figures. But basically that's the idea. He's come back, he's gone into his cottage, and the seagulls are helping themselves to the fish. So that's that section. I do like it though. Right, it does remind me, my son Thomas came round the other day. Well, sorry, it's my stepson. But the first thing he does when the trains are running is he gets down to eye level. And it does make me smile, even though he's in his late 20s now. He still acts like a 10-year-old, in a good way, not in a bad way. Anyway, they're coming round now. Follow the train round, and I've got a water tower coming into view, hidden slightly by that tree. Then once again, got a Tintin figure in there. That's not going to stay. Small Boat Studios will be knocking on their their door for a different figure. And I think it's quite dark in there, so we're going to probably need a light in there. I keep just reproducing buildings out of the early morning milk train book, and that's another one of them. It did have a metal, I think it was a Meccano water tower, but no, I'm not saying mine's better, but it just fits the scene a little bit better. So we're going around. I think most of this remains the same. Yeah, a little engine in the background there. You'll see that going backwards and forwards. I think you know that just works off of a return loop. Swinging around now. Hopefully the train will come past in a moment. Not got the heads working today, and I've got no reason for that. Clive supplied me with everything, but I've not done those yet. Now, let's see if we can get this one coming back this way. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it's quite a nice shot, that, isn't it? Yeah, fabulous. Once again, with the infrared dot detectors, we can't pinch the ideas off of Clive. Clive said, why don't we have the lighthouse working like that? I know it would be working all the time and it wouldn't be working during the day, but the intention is to try and get as much working on this layout as possible. So yes, if you can switch it off and switch it on, then I think automatically, as it goes over a spot, sorry about the Stingray, yes, somewhere just down there, in the track down there, we'll get a connector. Just let this run for a bit as it comes round. Oh, I can't speak highly enough of Smallboat Studios. Fantastic, I just love these models. Fabulous. Right, I'll follow this train down and switch this one off, and then if you'll bear with me, I'll tell you a little story, what happened to me the other day. Yeah, switch that one. I'll leave the witch fly. Now the other day I was waiting, I'm going to just spin around and you can see this, and I will just switch that on now. Sorry for the jerky camera work. Wrong way, classic. Let's try that. So I think a few of you will probably recognise this little boat train that I made. I had it on 00 scale chassis, as small as one I could get. It didn't work particularly well, so I changed it to this is N scale track, and I think they're called Ibertrain. Anyway, why this? Well, I was in our local village coffee shop the other day and waiting for my wife. Now a little boy came in with his mother. He got the biggest smile on his face, and I can see he got a bag with him. And they both sat down quite close to me, and he opened this bag and he pulled out an old wooden yacht, a blue yacht. And as soon as I saw it, I sort of recognised it. It took me back a little, and I thought to myself, gosh, wow. And he was looking at me, and I said, I had one of those about 50 years ago when I was your age. I think he was about 10, something like that. And yeah, I had this very simple wooden, I mean, they were beautifully made. yacht, and I thought, gosh, this is probably where I got the idea for this little engine boat train from. So he said to me, have you still got it? And I said, no, unfortunately, the sun and the water and everything. I said it basically it fell to bits. You know, I certainly played with it an awful lot, but yes, it played to bits. And he said, "Oh, that's a shame." He said, "You could have come and played with me." And I said to him, "Well, it's very kind of you." And I said to him, "I used to go to a boating lake. My parents lived in near Staffordshire." And he said, "What's a boating lake?" And I said, "Well, we used to have a yacht, the same as yours, very similar, and a big long stick. And in Stafford they had this boating lake. It was, well, that's what I call it. Had about 6 inches of water in it, and it was probably, in old money, about 20 feet round. And me with my father and loads of other kids used to take your yacht down there and your stick and, well, spend all day playing with this boat, hoping it didn't turn over and you had to get into the water and retrieve it. Anyway, he was a very kind young lad. He listened to my ramblings, as you guys are now, and I came home. I thought, oh, I wished I'd still got that yacht. It was a beautiful thing, happy memories. And so I thought, right, I know what to do. I've got a baseboard here. I'm going to make myself a little boating lake. And this is what I'm doing. Quite like this. It's a standard board. I've put some curved ends on it. That's 5mm plywood, just bent round. Laid the track in a nice zigzaggy fashion. Covered it, or primed it with PVA, and then just roll out some Daz white clay, and just plonk it on really. Now the island in the middle, that's sculptor mould. That's a different product, fantastic product, very, very light, quite cheap to buy, and sets nice and hard. And I'm going to have an island there with, it's going to be overgrown. I've got an idea for it. I won't tell you about that yet. I'll keep that for another day. And then it's going to go around into this. I've chopped a doll's house up and added bits and cut pieces away, and that's the start of it. And it's going to go into there. Now, Clive at Heathcote is going to do me a station stop. So when that building's finished, this yacht will go into there, and it's going to be carrying something. If you remember my strawberry railway, this one will carry something else. Yeah, I'll keep that for the time being. And it will stop in there. And yep, stop there. It'll stop for a couple of minutes, and it'll come back out, and it'll come back round to here, and somewhere on that end there, that little bay, use your imagination, I'm going to put a landing deck, and it will stop there. So quite an easy one for Clive, although there's going to be a lot of water on this one, and I'm going to put a few sharks in there. I will spin round onto the Emmet layout because I've got a shark's fin in the water, and I was going to, where is it? I think you can see it just there. Yes, well, I was going to use the rest of that shark and put it on a little servo motor and get it popping up and down. But now I've come up with this layout here. I think we will have it coming out, in and out of the water here. As the train goes past, Clive's going to come up with the bits and bobs to make the shark pop up, and just a bit of fun really. Let's see what else he comes up with, and that's it. Now, I'm not sure about this layout. I mean, I love it. This is me. This is one of my, this layout's for me. It's, I suppose, reliving a little bit of time with my dad and that lovely little blue yacht and the stick. And I'm sure a lot of people won't like this. I know some of my railway friends won't like it. They won't cross boats and trains, but hey, it pleases me. Anyway, folks, hope you're all well. Hope you're all producing some lovely models, and I think we'll call that a day. Sorry for my ramblings and just seeing this little thing just going round and round and round. Hopefully it'll look a bit different next time I do a clip. I'll just spin around one more time. Oh, there we go. I think I need to alter the timer on that one. It's taking too long to go backwards and forwards. That engine's just disappeared. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Happy modelling, guys.